We're gonna watch this first one. Adin Ross is being extorted by a teenager. Diabolical.
What's poppin', y'all? Yo, an 18-year-old hitting licks, robbing streamer, damn near coast to coast is crazy. And this started off with Adin Ross. So, Canel Joseph, who is a YouTuber primarily, but also a streamer. He's got several different YouTube channels. He does pranks and things like
Canal was one of the originators of the pranks and shit for sure. Definitely one of the OGs, man.
that. He exposed the guy for robbing Adin Ross of an $8,000 camera. I'm gonna play you guys that clip first.
Supposedly, this right here on the right, named Michael, who got hired by Brand Risk, stole an $8,000 camera from Adin Ross Brand Risk, bro.
Name's 18 years old.
Him right here.
Name.
He has an $8,000
Michael looked like he steal, man. You gotta, yeah, definitely watch that guy, man. That little bastard.
camera from Adin Ross. Adin Ross doesn't know he got finesse, bro. He doesn't know. So he stole this, and his reasoning was, oh, I stole it because I want to help scam get bigger. That doesn't help scam. That makes him look bad. So this dude,
Yeah, if that's one of your homies, and yeah, you trying to be around him, that's gonna make your friend look bad. Cause then he shouldn't be around you, man. You a grimy, slimy person.
right here stole this $8,000 camera, bro, from Adin Ross, and this is why Adin Ross doesn't trust people, because people keep scamming him. So Adin, if I was you,
Adin people take advantage of his kindness so much. He seemed like he has a genuine heart, but yeah, people take advantage of that poor guy. Playboy Cardi, the biggest example.
bro, you got to lock in on production, bro. You got to account for that, because you got people like him, this 18-year-old who's just stealing from you and think it's okay for your hard work to be.
Albion Online is a sandbox MMORPG in which you write your own story instead of following a laid-out path. Explore a vast open...
Sit still, bro.
So you're probably like, wait, what the hell is a scam? What's going on here? Well, so this guy somehow got hired. And remember when Adin Ross
Scam Lakely, a boxer dude, weird dude that went viral for hooking up with chicks off the registry. Weird
said,
dude.
oh, he paid $90,000 for production. I don't think this kid was there for that one, but production takes a bunch of different cameras. So Adin Ross, I guess he has a ton of cameras at his studio or at his warehouse, whatever the case may be. And this kid hit a lick. He was paid to work there, and then he took one of the cameras with him and he went to Vegas. So Adin Ross is in Miami, Florida. This guy is in Vegas, this 18-year-old kid. He went to Vegas because he was living with this guy, Scam, who is known as Scam Likely, very Scam Likely. He was one of Adin Ross's best boxers on...
Grimy dude as well, man. He probably was in on the camera theft, man. Can't trust these dudes.
His card Brand Risk. He was also known for quote-unquote rizzing up chicks. That's how he got popular. Rizzing up chicks that are on the offender list. Yes, that offender list. And linking...
I told you, man. Sick bastard.
up with them and doing all that there is to do with them. Yes, that you heard it correctly. But this guy's a cold boxer. He was an amateur boxer, I think, for a couple years before he even got into the content stuff. So he's out in Vegas, based on Vegas, capital of boxing. That guy left Adin Ross's Brand Risk to go to Misfits. So he's with Misfits now, and this guy works with him, but this guy Scam has a bunch of people just living in his crib. It's kind of like a rapper. He's got people that claim to be helping him. He's got homies. He's paying for the crib. He's paying for everything. So he responds to the 8K camera being stolen from Adin Ross in the clip that was posted by this channel where Canel talks about it. And he says, I returned the camera when I found out. He also stole 15K from Canel, which I paid back. And a
Damn.
MacBook of mine. I'm pressing charges. So
As he should, man. That kid is a grimy little scumbag, bruh. You can't keep people around like that. Biting the hand that feeds you is crazy. People got no morals nowadays.
Scam is saying that he returned the camera to Adin when he found out that this guy stole it from Adin. And this is where I'm thinking a guy named Scam likely is trusting this guy who stole a camera from Adin and keeping him around even after he knows that he stole the camera. Yo, stealing the $8,000, that's a fel.
Yeah, he got some. Yeah, what does he got on you, man? Keeping him around and shit. Weirdo.
Felony, is it not? I don't know what the amount is for it to be like grand theft. And you're probably thinking, wait, he stole $15K from Canal? Yes, he stole $15K from Canal. So I'm going to play you guys this clip of Scam exposing this guy.
Yeah, that's Canal and Dana right there. Michael failed the lie detector test, and I knew it. I didn't want to say it was him, but everything was falling back on Michael, bro. I give Michael a second chance. Because prior to this, a week before, it was like 5 days before, Michael stole an $8,000 camera from Adin Ross at the Brand Risk event. When he stole it, I was shocked. I was like, this.
Talk about he did it for his homie here. His friend does not condone that weird ass shit, man. He's trying to make legitimate money. You over here being a weirdo, a kid.
A good criminal. I didn't even know if I was gonna tell Adin because I didn't want them to get. I didn't want it to fall back on me. I didn't want to get in trouble. I told my manager. He talked to Jordan and them, and they handled it.
Most definitely, because it was a name Scam likely. I'm gonna think you had something to do with it too, for sure.
And they said I can't work with Michael no more. Okay, that hurt me because Michael was still like my little bro, but it is what it is. I can't work with him. I gave him a second.
Why would you still want to work with him? Why would you want someone like that to be your little bro? If you got money laying around, if you got anything laying around, what makes you think he wouldn't snatch that shit from you? You gotta be smarter than that.
Chance on the lie detector test. I paid every single time I test. It costs $350. I don't even care about the money no more. I want to figure out who it is. I gave him an extra chance. I said, okay, that's fair. The lie detector test person told him he passed. He told him he passed the second chance.
Giving someone a second chance based off a lie detector is insane, man. Them things aren't even, they're admissible in court. Why would the, come on, man.
Lied to him on purpose. Michael went home happy that day. He called me in the room. He told me everything. He said he failed miserably again. On the same two questions, did you steal that $15,000 from Canelo Joseph? Do you know who stole that money from Canelo Joseph? He couldn't get past those questions. He just couldn't get past the questions.
So this whole lie detector test thing is because of the accusation that this guy, Michael, who Scam kept underneath him and living in his crib, stole $15K from Canal. Now, how the hell did Canal get $15K? Well, if you see in the beginning of the photo, he ran it up with Dana White. You're probably thinking, what the hell, Dana White? What are you talking about? So what happened is and I'll play you guys this clip first, actually.
So because I got him to break even.
Why is Canelo dressed like that, bro? Look crazy, man. Look like one of them criminal thugs, man.
The nigga throws me 1,000. Then he throws me another 5K. Then he throws me another 5K. And he said,
this is how you came up.
This is how I came up.
Okay.
So I came up because of Dana White. This is how I got the 15K. I turned
Damn,
50.
so oh, your $15K that you got from Dana White.
Okay! Okay!
It's a wild lick, man. The Dana White money.
No, that's so crazy.
Nah, bro.
No.
Nah, this piss me off, bro. So chat, I'm like looking around. I'm like, where's my money at? So chat, what Chris, the glasses, the says, don't worry about it. Let's just finish the main channel video. When he said that, oh!
Don't worry about my $15,000 is insane, bruh. I'm crashing out just like this lunatic right here.
I've never got so fucking mad. Nigga, I said, boom! I started and I said, that video! That main channel video! Where's my 15K? Y'all got me dog! If y'all don't give this shit, I'm not leaving. This chat, and I'm this loud. I'm dead tweaking. Like
You gotta tweak like that, man. You can't let nobody play with your money like that, or they gonna continue to rob you, man.
I'm like, bro, I'm going crazy, bro. I've never got this mad in a. Bro, I'm like, there's no way yo just said that gets 15K. Let's finish this main channel video. No, one of y'all in here stole my. One of y'all stole my right. Michael comes inside the garage with the parked Tesla. Nigga, he gets out. I said, I got in his face. I said, where the f is the money? And I never seen the so scared. And it's not even like on some like, oh, I pressed. Bro.
Why in Canal, man? Usual suspect, of course. Pressing people. Scaring people.
I was so angry, but I was literally just going to start stealing on. But literally, bro, at this point, he's like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. You can check my phone. Oh yeah, chat saying yeah, you can file a police report even if it's late, and we have all the proof. And I mean,
Do the wing, man. How you gonna steal someone 15,000 and then not even have the guts to say that you did it, man? Gonna be over there shaking in your boots and shit. Despicable.
you polygraph everything like that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, all right then, bro. You be safe. I'm gonna be in Vegas soon.
Alright.
All right. Damn, chat. So is it really confirmed it was Michael? Green light for Michael?
So he's with
Green light is crazy. He just put a hit on this man's head.
Adrian Harding, who's another YouTuber. I think he's out of Kansas. Is he out of Kansas? Or is it Kansas City, Missouri? One of those states. So he tells him like, yo, you got robbed for 15K? So what happened was Canal was at the casino where Dana White always likes to go to. Steve Will Do It always likes to go there as well. And he was gambling with like $100, $200.
EVE Online is a vast
here and there, and then these guys beg Dana White or Dana White comes into the room, and what Cannell says, and I quote, he says, sucked all the energy out of the room, or like the whole energy changed in the room. People are like, yo, that's Dana. So what Dana,
Yeah, everybody start sitting up straight, start talking a little deeper when Dana White get around. Most definitely.
was down a ton, and he was gonna leave, but some guy begged Dana to gamble with them. He was just begging him. He was like, Dana, please, grown man, gray in his beard and all that. So Dana's like, all right,
Grown man, by the way, begging another man. Despicable.
screw it. So he hops in, gets a bunch of like 100 bands, and then I think he just throws people like chips at 10K. Like White Speed, the guy that was stream sniping Speed the entire time, he got thrown like 10 bands. Just blessed by Dana. And then Dana gets up.
White Speed is crazy. I don't know, basing your whole internet personality after another person is disgusting. It's like, why would you want to be remembered as that? And it's only gonna last so long.
about to leave, and then the people at Cannell's table where he's playing Baccarat, they tell him like, come on, Dana, you played with them, you gotta play with us. Dana's like, all right, say less. Dana hops on the table, and Cannell says he's down, so he's trying to follow Dana, even though Dana's down 600 bands. I think that day he was saying he was down at 5 M's that week. So Dana's down 600 bands, and then he keeps losing. So he doesn't hit. And then Cannell is like, you know what? I'm going to just do the opposite of what Dana's doing. So he starts hitting. He starts hitting. And Dana's like, yo, what's going on? Because the other people at the table were following Dana too. So Dana starts following Cannell. Dana starts winning. And then he throws Cannell
Canal's a professional gambler, low key. That's crazy.
some bread. So he throws Cannell like 5 bands or something. He just throws him a chip. And then Cannell runs that up to 15 bands. And he also threw I think he said he tipped a dealer like a couple of bands. He tipped a lady that brought him over there a couple of bands. He threw another 5 bands at somebody else. He was just blessing people. Like change.
These fuckers be having bread for real.
People's lives. I think he said some guy went up to 50K off of what Dana initially gave him. So Dana's really, you know how they say God blessing the trap. I think that was Future. Yeah, God blessing the trap. Dana is blessing that gambling room.
Bro, blessing the people that are already rich.
So Canal gets that 15K, and and he was staying at Scam Likely's house. He was staying at Scam Likely's crib. I do think Scam Likely should have notified him, like, hey, this guy's a thief, be careful. But Canal had gotten into it with that dude Michael that stole the $8,000 camera, because Canal was sleeping in the theater room. And in the theater room, there's just like a chair, and people told him at that house, they were like, yo, that dude Michael, he be smashing chicks in that theater room. So Canal gets heated. He's like, yo, what are you talking about? Yo, you smashing chicks where I lay my head at? And the kid's kind of like kikiing, ha-haing. And he's like, nah, that's like be for real.
Man, of course, that little scumbag would do something like that. He done stole your camera. He done stole $15,000. You think he wouldn't be laying pipe down where you lay your head?
So the kid lies and says no, but they all told him no, he was doing that. So Canel's like, yo, I need my fade. Let's put these gloves on. I wouldn't have any problem with him if he just stole off on him right there, but he gave him a fair one. So he puts hands on the guy, whoops him. He's on the floor. They sneak a video of it, and that was that. So people know that
Canelo out here beating niggas behind. Oh my God, beating them behind the 15,000.
So that guy, he's got animosity towards Canel for that situation. And suddenly, a couple of days later, because Canel didn't put the money in the bank because he was gambling. So he kept gambling the next couple of days from late night up until like 6 a.m. Bank's not open at that time. He knocks out until 2 to 3 p.m. By the time like 4 or 5 p.m., I guess bank is closed. Something like that. That was the explanation he gave. And then he comes back one day, 15 bands, poof, gone. Everybody's saying they didn't do it. He was trying to have all hands on deck. He's losing his mind. He's like, yo, I'm not leaving until I get my 15 bands. I'm not leaving until I get my 15 bands. And he had narrowed it down to 2 people, which was Michael, of course, and this other guy that didn't want to give him his phone to look through it because he said he had like some intimate photos of him with his girl. But he was like, listen, if you didn't do it, like, yo, just who cares? Just show me that. But that guy was really
I mean, you can't really be mad at him if he has some intimate shit in his phone. But it was definitely the little scumbag that already stole the camera before.
about not showing him his recently deleted. So Canel gets his 15 bands from what Scam said earlier from Scam. So Scam is like, yo, Canel was like, I'm not leaving without 15 bands. So he gets him his 15 bands, which means Scam paid 15 bands to Canel. Now Scam is down 15 bands and he's still got that dude in his crib. So this is where Scam starts to run the lie detectors. So he gets 2 lie detector tests and a PI, private investigator.
I've heard bro spending money on a lie detector and a private investigator when it's so obvious who it was, man. It's the kid who already done showed you he's a slimy scumbag. Pretty simple.
And what happens is that dude Michael fails the first lie detector test. He fails the part where they ask him, did you steal the 15K? Where is the 15K? Fails both of those. He runs the lie detector back again. And that's where the guy says, oh, yo, did you steal the 15K? And then they told him that he passed the second time. And that's Canel told the lie detector person to lie to him. And he was so happy and ecstatic and all that, but he failed the second time. So that guy stole the 15 bands because the other guy that Canel was suspicious about, he passed with flying colors on both. And I think even the PI said, like, yeah, this guy definitely stole that. So this guy, Grant, that 50.
It was so obvious, man. You didn't need to hire and spend all that money for that.
15 bands, $8,000 camera, and the MacBook that Scam Likely is talking about is a MacBook that he bought him. So he told him, like, yo, listen, give me my MacBook. And he was saying that the guy was resistant to even giving him the MacBook or giving him the password to the MacBook. So what happened was he waited that whole night until Scam fell asleep, and that kid took the MacBook and dipped on a flight and just left out of there. I'm just looking at this like, if they put woman in between this guy's eyes, would they be wrong?
Wait, what he say?
I'm just looking at this like, if they put woman in between this guy's eyes, would they be wrong? Like, this guy's just, he's just...
Damn, shoot him dead. I don't know about that one. It's a little cold. Maybe 10 years in jail, 15 years. Execution. That's a little harsh.
Stealing. Just short-sighted. You're an absolute fool. And Canel was even giving this guy some grace. He's like, listen, I understand you might have come from a place where 15 bands is a lot, but it's not in the grand scheme. Nah, screw all that. Do not feel any type of empathy.
I came from nothing, and 15,000 is a lot. And still not gonna steal it, man. I know it's wrong, morally wrong. Some people's moral compasses are just wrong, and they need to get fixed. Throw them in the slammer.
But these stop trying to understand this guy's situation. He is a scumbag. There are people from worse situations that would not steal, especially given the opportunities that this guy was given. He was allowed to live in a crib. He was hired to work for Adin Ross for an event. So he had opportunities blessing him, and you could tell that opportunities were going to come in the future if you were a good person. And not just a good person. I don't like that term. A bunch of people are just overusing that term. If you were reliable, honest, trustworthy. This guy was none of these things. So then what happens is this dude scam doxes him. He gives his first name, last name. I think he's in Chicago. He gives first name, last name, and
Oh my God, he's from Chicago. What did you expect? He was around you guys. He was around you guys just to rob you. Come on, man.
the guy's ID number, like off of his driver's license. I'm like, damn, it's like
ID number is crazy.
that. And he was saying that they talked to Adin Ross, and Adin Ross is going to press charges for the theft of the camera. So hopefully this guy gets some serious jail time. Like the other dude, that TikToker, streamer, whatever, Heston James, that Adin Ross helped get out of being locked up. Yeah, Adin Ross could help that guy. This guy that guy was like a little bit harmless. He was just annoying. This guy needs to be locked up. Like people like this, that he was stealing from underneath the same roof after just the games that he was playing, like smashing chicks or escorts or whatever it was, at where that guy lays his head at, and you think that's funny, and then stealing twice after you get a second chance, and then stealing from the person that gave you the opportunities. The dude scam, he gave you the opportunity and saved you. Like he sent the camera back to Adin, saved you from going to jail, saved you from getting blackballed, allowed you to keep working with him and a roof over your head, and you steal the MacBook from that guy too. It's like, dog, this kid is an absolute scumbag. So
yeah, there's like no other way to describe it. He's just a piece of shit, bro.
they gotta lock him up. They gotta do something with him. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And
W video.